Hey everyone, Retro John here, and today I am going to be reviewing the all-new Power Rangers Megazord set from Hasbro. And this is what I've been kind of wanting to do for a while, just to kind of see how this all works. Because I got the original Megazord. I don't have it with me at the moment; it's in storage. But I know exactly how that works and everything, and I'm really curious to see how this works. These are definitely a lot smaller than the original, and yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at these. So how Hasbro decided to do this was they were going to package them individually, 2 Zords by 2, except for the T-Rex, which is an individual Zord with the Power Sword. They've recently released a full 5-box set, or 5-piece box set, Amazon exclusive. But I found these pretty cheap at Walmart, so I thought I'd pick them up. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how this all looks. So the first thing that I just noticed, not just now, but just before shooting this video, is how they're packaged. Now I'm going to do a quick scan here real quick, and any Power Ranger fans, comment down below here if you can tell how this is packaged. Look familiar? Okay, so these are actually packaged in morphing order of the American version of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Because in order, it would go Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Saber-toothed Tiger, Tyrannosaurus. I think that's cool. I don't know if that was done on purpose or by design. I mean, you could tell here that it wasn't. But the way they were packaged is definitely interesting. I really want to know. I'm really curious to know if that was on purpose. Speaking of the packaging, let's go ahead and take a look. So we have, well, these are not part of the Legacy Collection, which is sad because I felt these were part of the Legacy Collection. These would be a lot more detailed. They'd be larger. Not to where your Power Rangers can go inside, but I feel they'd just be a larger set. So here we have packaged, we have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on the top. We have the Megazord over here. We have the names of the Zords down here at the bottom, along with the new Power Rangers logo. These are from Hasbro. And then it says here on the side that if you collect all 5 Zords, you can combine it to form the Megazord. Let's go ahead to the back. We have another, basically, it tells us what other Zords are in the line. Tells us we put them together, we can do the Megazord. Same thing we saw on the front. And they're all packaged the same exact way. So let's go ahead and open these things up and take a look at the individual Zords inside. Okay guys, so here we have our Zords out of the packaging, and they look pretty cool. But looks could be deceiving. So let's go ahead and go down the line. This is the Mastodon Pterodactyl 2-pack, the Triceratops Saber-toothed Tiger 2-pack, and of course the Triceratops came on its own. So let's go ahead and take a look. First off, let's go ahead and take a look at the Mastodon figure. Let's get everybody else out of the way. Off screen. Alright, so here we have the Mastodon, and immediately he looks different. Very plain. He doesn't have any stickers on the ears or anything like that. He does have the bright green eyes and this here, but even this sticker here is missing, I believe, some details. He does have some head articulation though. His head can move slightly side to side. That is partially because his head does come off for the transformation. He doesn't really have any articulation other than that in his feet, which can move like so. That's pretty much it. Everything else is his transformation. He does have the M on here on his shoulder though, but most of the detailing and everything is right here. The stickers gone. There were some stickers here, so yeah, those are missing, and I want to say there was one right here, but I don't really 100% remember. So we're going to move him off over to the side here. We'll bring in the pterodactyl. And the pterodactyl does have the cannon stands, the feet, which is kind of neat. The pterodactyl does have the wings that kind of go in and out. The head can also bob up and down because of the transformation. Mine is slightly loose, but not too terribly bad. And I don't believe it's really missing any stickers. I think originally this was a sticker. So, not too bad. I actually like the pterodactyl. Now we're going to bring in the Triceratops. And here's where the real disappointments come in. First thing I want to note, between the Triceratops and a saber-tooth tiger, there are sculpted wheels, but it does not roll. But it does have the stickers. I want to say there were stickers here as well originally on the vintage. We do have some here. Some detailing on the treads. Yeah, on the sides, but I mean that's it. There's no wheels. This thing is not going to move, which is going to make its first mode really pointless. So then we have his gun tail, which is literally a solid sculpted piece. In fact, it's almost rubbery. Not gummy, but rubbery. And of course, the guns, which used to rotate, no longer rotate. Is this one solid sculpted piece, which kind of looks ugly. I'm not going to lie. Kind of looks ugly. We do have some sculpting detail inside, but again, that's it. So these do not rotate or come. Oh, they do rotate. Okay, I didn't think they did. They don't rotate very well. I don't know if they're supposed to or not. I don't know. But I actually like the horns. The horns are actually, I think, an improvement. They could be metallic like the vintage, but they're not. So not too bad there. But again, the big disappointment right here is the tail and the fact it doesn't roll. And we'll go ahead and bring in the saber-tooth tiger, which does have, I believe, all the stickers, actually. No, it doesn't have any right here. It has them on the sides, but not here. Again, we have the sculpted wheels, but that's it. So it doesn't roll. It does have its tail, which is the laser cannon. The laser cannon looks alright. It looks better than the Triceratops, but again, it's kind of meh. And it does go up and down. At least you can pose the saber-tooth tiger. We have legs that move forward and backward. Again, that's part of the transformation. The back ankles do not articulate, either to the front. So, again, some more disappointments there. Oh, and of course, the head does move up and down quite tightly. And the tusks are articulated as well. The head on the Triceratops, I should point out, also does that. But again, this is for the transformation. And that brings us to the Triceratops. And I hate to say it, more disappointment. Again, I believe it is missing some stickers. This was, I believe, a sticker, but it is a sculpted piece with paint detailing on it. The jaw does not really move like the original. If you want it to move, you kind of have to open it up. But if you do, then you reveal the Megazord head, so it's not meant. You can hear the click; it snap in place. So this isn't meant to be moved. It does have the blue eyes. There's no articulation in the shoulders. These are articulated, but they don't open and close. The legs are on kind of a ball joint, so they can actually go out. That's kind of an improvement over the vintage. These also move up and down. The knees also move up and down quite tightly, up to that point. Here is another issue I have. These right here. I don't like them. They get in the way. I think they could have found a way to hide these, like pull this up, bend them in, close it, something. I don't know. They could have done something a lot different. Again, these are just specifically for the transformation. So we have the knee bend. We have actually articulation in the foot and the ankles there, and we do have an articulated tail. but the back does not move. Like the vintage actually moved up and down at the point right over here. Other than that, I think that there is also a waist turn. Yeah, there's also a waist turn. So that's kind of neat. Other than that, that's it for these guys. So let's go ahead and get them transformed into their tank mode. And, oh, first off, I should also show you that we have instructions on how to transform the Zords. It shows you how to do tank mode, like so. And then it shows you how to combine them into the Megazord. But going over this, if you put one Megazord together, you've probably pretty much put them all together. So let's go ahead and put that away. And the camera's just going crazy. So let's go ahead. Real quick here. All right, I apologize. My camera wants to go screwy today. So let's go ahead and get everybody ready. First off, we want to remove the Mastodon head, like so. Put it off to the side. Jesus, my camera's going. Wait just a moment here. Okay, I apologize about that. So then we just kind of pull these up a bit, so, and then we pull this out. It's kind of difficult. Kind of feel like I'm going to break this thing. Alright, I don't think I'm doing anything wrong here. It does say this to open it up. Wow. These come off. Oh, okay, maybe that's the issue. These come off. Okay. Oh, no? No. It's not the issue. So why do these come off? Alright, folks, so I am having issues removing this. Okay, so I finally got this apart. I actually had to pry them apart. So you will notice real quick here that they have these little clamps right here, these little pegs, and once they're on there, man, they do not want to let go. So just kind of be warned a little bit. Be careful, because I honestly felt like I was going to break this thing. So let's go ahead and put that aside. We'll go ahead and remove the cannons from the pterodactyl. And they will get placed here on the feet, like so. The correct way. Alright, so now we got the cannons right here. We'll go ahead and transform. Well, this is already transformed. It doesn't do anything. We will go ahead and transform the saber-toothed tiger. We'll put that down. And you'll see that they already fit in these little grooves. And then this just goes down like so, I believe. I don't think they... Oh, no, they don't go back. So, pretty weird. And then now we need to transform the Tyrannosaurus. Legs in like so. I believe the tail goes up. So, and then just a matter of connecting the peg hole to the right peg. And that just does that. Same with the Triceratops, right in the butthole. Alright. I think he's supposed to be down a little bit, isn't he? I thought he was supposed to be leaning down a bit. Well, I guess he can't. Okay. So then that brings us to this, which I guess we need to put the tail down so we can attach. We've got these two holes right here. And we got those two pegs that gave us problems earlier. That scares me. And they're supposed to just plug right into the back like so. Alright. And then we have our mastodon head. And this, as you can see, our little pegs here. Also has a little peg hook. And this is a little hole up here underneath the chin of the T-Rex. Should fit right inside. I have to lift the head up a bit to plug that in. Oh wow. Does not fit as advertised. Go figure. Is there a trick? There is no trick. It's just supposed to fit right in to that peg hole. There we go. Now we bring that down. And, and then we bring the pterodactyl in. There's a couple pegs here. They're supposed to attach up here. Do I need to... It's not really working out the way it's supposed to. So these two pegs are supposed to fit right in between these two. Up, there we go. It just kind of lays there. It looks like it's just going to pop right up. So it literally just sits kind of on top. It doesn't really do a darn thing. Yep. So here is our tank. It is not very impressive. Not impressive at all. Probably use the tail there to keep that in there. But yeah, no, I'm not impressed. Of course, I was never a fan of the tank mode anyway. So let's go ahead and get him in Megazord mode, because he's already halfway there. So we're going to take the pterodactyl off. Shouldn't be an issue, but it is. Alright. Take the shield off, which probably now doesn't want to come off. So now we're going to stand him up. We're going to move the feet of the feet of the saber-toothed tiger and the tail. As you see, they came right off. Wow. There we go. Oh, make sure they're snapped on. That might actually help. There we go. Get the... Oh. Saber-tooth tiger fangs. Make sure the saber-tooth tiger fangs are in. Alright, now we got to transform the arms, so we're going to take these off. And there we go. And we're going to just kind of slide these out after we move these out, slide these in like so, back, the same with this. Alright, now for the head. So this should come right out. So, which means this should just go down. That should pop right back up. And then these form the head. Doesn't want to pop back in. Oh, wow. There's one. Got the other. Jesus. And then, of course, we have the pterodactyl, which you're going to just fold the head down, fold the wings in, and these are supposed to plug in. You see a little ports here on this side. Let's see how well this works. And nope. Trying to get these lined up. I got one lined up. The other one does not want to plug in because the mastodon arms keep popping out of place. There we go. Do not pop those out. So these are on nice and tight now. We've got the tail up right here, which looks really weird. And then, of course, we have the cannons, which will be placed right in the back. I don't feel they're wide enough, but okay. Alright, so here is our Megazord. Wow. Alright. Let's call forth the Power Sword, the one accessory that this actually does come with the T-Rex. Now here we have nice detailed sword on the front, not painted except for the solid grayish silver color. Got the nice sculpted handle here, but to turn it over, and it's plain. There's no detailing on it whatsoever. That's shades of Bandai right there. And now Hasbro's just kind of cheaping out here. But anyway, we got the sword. We put it in his hand very tightly. Oh, Jesus. Get it to the right height. There we go. Now we take the mastodon head, if we dare, and try to plug it in here. For the shield. And there we go. We have our new Power Rangers Megazord with some effort. Let's go ahead and go over some of the articulation on this guy. And then we can go over detailing in the robot Megazord mode here. Good Lord. You're not going to have to worry about the weapons falling out of his hand. I can tell you that right now. Alright. Articulation. In the head, there is none. Does not move up and down. In the shoulders, they can move out very tightly, like so. If you dare. Jesus. We got the shoulder pads that do move. The arms can move forward and backward. There is bend at the elbow as well as a swivel, which is awesome. If you remove the tail, there can be a waist swivel. The tail kind of keeps all that stuff in place though, so that's really up to you. The legs, let's move the arms. The legs can go out about that far. And they can actually go up. And that's about it. They can't really go back too far. There is no actual knee bend. You can move them forward. You can't move them backward. There is swivel here at the thigh, which means there's actually swivel at the thigh for the T-Rex as well. And of course, as you just saw here at the boot cut. And that's it. The heads don't move or anything like that. And we'll go ahead and give him back his sword. Hopefully without stabbing myself with it. That's good enough. We'll give him back his shield. And there you go. And I want to take you a look at the saber-tooth tiger gun real quick. I told you these were rubber, like very rubbery plastic, and you can see it's actually kind of warped. It's not exactly 100% straight with the little line there. So, I don't know. So this is a step up from the Build-A-Megazord that we got with the Legacy figures. It's of course taller. It's not the same size as the figures, which is a bonus. But I can already tell he's smaller than the vintage figure. There's a lot of details missing. Like I can now tell you now that these are missing stickers here. We already know there's stickers missing on the Mastodon head. I believe there's stickers missing here on the legs. I'm not a fan of the rubber parts like the guns, the horns here on the Triceratops, or the saber-tooth tiger's tusks are actually, yeah, they're rubber too. So, I like the extra articulation. That's kind of cool. I wish we could have some actual knee bends. I think that would be neat. The tank mode needs heavily improved upon. I don't like the fact that there's no wheels here, in case we wanted to do tank mode. But honestly, who's going to display this thing in tank mode? But it is an option. We don't have that option. Some of the things are hard to put on or take off, like the arms to unfold out of the Mastodon. I seriously thought I was going to break the thing. I had to pry it apart with a small screwdriver on my knife. This piece, unless you really make sure that the Mastodon arms are really plugged in to the T-Rex, you will not be able to get the pterodactyl chest on. And the pterodactyl chest still seems off to me. I like the fact that you can still have the cannons on the back. I wish the back of the tail up here was still articulated so you can bend it back so it doesn't look so goofy. And you can see, yeah, this kind of doesn't look right sticking up from the back like that. I'm not too happy about the holes right here on the chest. So I don't know if I'm nitpicking or just, I don't know, I'm pointing out the issues that I have with it. If they're not too bad for you, then hey, go for it. These go for roughly about $15 at places like Target and Myers. I actually got these at Walmart, and they were like $13, around $12 or $13. So that's why I picked them up. I got them a few dollars cheaper than I could at the other places. I like the Megazord. It's my second favorite Zord next to the Dragon Zord, which I do hope they make, but improve upon. Because I would love to see the Dragon Zord attached to this thing somehow. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like this thing would fall apart if you stick the Dragon Zord on top of the blasted thing. So no, not figure of the year by any means. But it's still kind of neat to have yet another Megazord. We can go over some more of the details here. I do like the Megazord head. I think that's pretty neat. The coloring is nice. I mean, you look at it and it is the Megazord. I just wish there were some more stickers on the thing. Some more details. So, yeah. There we are. The Hasbro Power Rangers Megazord. So, if you haven't left already, give me a like if you liked the video. Let me know what your favorite Megazord in the Power Rangers history is. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, may the power protect you.